When I was selling art over 4 years ago, AI art wasn't really a thing, or at least it wasn't as big as it is today. All over the internet, there's a lot of AI defenders out there saying that AI art isn't a big deal and that it doesn't hurt anyone. I don't know if I agree with that. We see it all over Etsy, Temu, Facebook, and I know some of your moms are clicking those ads so goddamn fast. I know she's clicked this one. Is anyone even interested in real art anymore? Are they? So to test that, today I'm painting something from scratch right in front of you, recreating it with AI and placing both in front of real strangers to see which one they choose to support. So we'll either learn something really depressing or maybe something hopeful. And if you want to catch streams like this live, watch me on Twitch. All right, does everyone have your notebooks? Everyone get in your goddamn seats. And we're gonna do an art stream, all right? All right, we're going to make this, okay. This is where true art comes in. AI isn't gonna use brushes that have old paint. Okay, we're gonna throw some color on there. Watercolor was one of the first paints that I played around with. I really liked it because even if I messed up, I could just throw a little water on it and it would just cover it up. It kind of bleeds and flows, and that's what I really enjoy about it. All right, I will need to start bringing in some other colors.
Let's have some fun. Let's get crazy here. But don't get too wild on this. Very small amount. Just drop in some happy little things.
This was only supposed to take about 4 hours. But this is the beginning of a journey that lasted days. Yep, days. Because I don't know how to freaking focus on anything apparently. But at least I didn't make any mistakes. Oh my god, I'm such a freaking idiot. I literally threw this paint into the water. Okay, that's crazy. Oh, could AI do that? No. No, that's what I thought. I think everyone who's like a creative in some way can kind of relate to like you want it to be perfect. You want it to be the best that it can be. I felt that a lot where it's like I want something to be perfect before it's like done. You know, before you put pencils down and you're done. But I guess I'm realizing that that's what makes art so special is that it's not about it being perfect. It's about it, you know, about the work that you put into it. Oh, Jesus! No! No, 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 no! Get out! Get out! Get! Guys, I have to start over. I have to start over. It's ruined. It's ruined. I have to start over. Sorry, guys. We're scrapping this. Scrapping it. Oh, never mind. You can barely see it. Okay. Good thing I didn't overreact. You probably could even make it a little bit cheaper if you... Oh, shit! I did it again! The nice thing about watercolors, I feel like even if the colors aren't like super complementary, you still like, because it's water, it still blends together, you know? Okay, so this is the problem right here. I don't know if you guys can tell, like, the color was blending pretty good and then it got a little too mixed in. Oh! I was a freaking schlong in my night sky. God damn it. Get out. Then we got a raid from Egg Spring Roll. And of course, I got sidetracked. I'm wearing the gold suit, by the way. So this was day 2, and I was determined to finish my painting. I got my Rage Energy JKG Fuel in this water bottle, so we are ready to go. I also have my watered down matcha. So, perfect day. I do have it on my desk now. I kind of rearranged everything so I don't have to sit on the floor. It's a lot better for me. But, like everything else in my stream, that's just not how it went.
Okay, if you guys can't take this class seriously, if you got the heart what I'm saying.
Okay, enough messing around. It's time to start painting. So working with watercolor, in order to get that really vibrant feel that I was going for, you kind of have to do a lot of layers. And when I say a lot of layers, I mean a lot of layers. So that was taking up the majority of my time, you know, getting the canvas wet and waiting for it to dry and yada, yada, yada. But finally, I felt like I was making some good progress. I just want to get to the tree part. That's going to be the real test. That's gonna be the real test, if I've lost my mojo or not. I don't know why I thought I could still finish this painting that stream, but, you know, a girl can dream. She caught it! I feel like this part takes me so long, but, like, we're, like, almost there. We're almost there. A lot of layers. But it'll pay off in the end. Trust. So I'm using these watercolor pens. They basically just have water inside of the pen. So it makes it a lot easier to get those like clean colors onto the canvas because the colors can get really muddy. So, but these pens really help make that easier. Oh, wow. Okay, I kind of hate that. That doesn't look the way that I want it to look. Why do you look like that? Be for real. So this is where I start to struggle a little bit. I didn't really love the way the colors were showing up on the canvas, and in turn I started to kind of just get in my head about the choices that I was making. And if you're anything like me, you kind of want everything you do to be absolutely perfect, and I really started to feel those thoughts come through when I was getting through this part of the painting. I feel like I hate that. Maybe AI is better. I'm cooked, I think. It's over, guys. It's over for me. Shh. No, I hate that color. You guys can't really see it in the camera, but it's like not giving. It's absolutely not giving. Okay. All right. You guys can't tell, but I fixed the color, so you're welcome. The tough thing for me about watercolor is like there are just some things that the color and the water do organically at like different stages of how wet the paper is that I really, really love. And sometimes I just like can't replicate it. Again, it's kind of hard to see like because with the camera detail, there's like a certain type of bleed that the color does. Or like, let's see, what about over here? See this? Again, it looks a lot better in person, but the way that the color kind of pools at the edge and kind of bleeds out just a little bit to give it that like, oh, this is watercolor. It's certain things like that like sometimes when I'm painting, I can't always choose when that stuff happens. And like the thing I like about watercolor so much is that like for me it's kind of like unpredictable. I can do what I can and work with the water and like do whatever, but like there's just an element of unpredictability which makes every painting that I do so different. You know, obviously if you were to like look at them all lined up, like okay, they're all kind of similar, but I can really see like okay, so the paint really pooled here and like really darkened this edge, and the paint sat here better, and I used pan paints with this one, so it gave it a little bit of a different effect. And it's like while I am creating things that are similar, it's never going to be exactly the same. Okay, so for my stars, I don't really like to go in with just like a stark white. I like to make it look a little bit softer. Okay, so I feel like I have like my bigger stars. Okay, so this one's gonna be a big one. Okay, so I'm creating kind of like trees that go in the background. Just add a couple of those. They're usually a little bit shorter. And then trees that are more like up in the front are gonna be a little bit taller. I'm gonna do like a big one. Whoops. Now we're getting into the home stretch, and it's time to do one of my favorite parts, which is the trees.
It's me. I'm just calling to say I love you. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you away tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Put you on a one-way flight. I can get you away tonight. You know I can change your life. First class, alright. Giving you everything, even my heart and brain. I wasn't expecting no anything. Like you were cheating. You don't care how I'm feeling. That was like my best friend. Go damn, babe, baby.
Okay. Alright. So, okay, we're gonna call this done. We're gonna call this done. I'm tired of painting so many goddamn branches. Alright. Okay. We are basically done. Here, I'll do it upright. Okay. Here's the painting. Ta-da! So I actually signed the back so that you guys know this is a very original Rect M painting. That's me right there. So now that my painting is done, I'm going to come up with a prompt that kind of describes my painting. We're gonna pop it into an AI program, see what it spits out. So this image was generated in, what was that? 20 seconds. It had the colors, it had the trees, it had the angle, it knew basically exactly what I wanted it to do. Do you want to know how long my painting took? Take a guess. Pause the video, take a guess. My painting took 12 hours. 12 hours. It happened over 3 4-hour streams. Like, it's pretty comparable. It really is. When you take a look at it, I mean, it is very comparable. I'm curious to know if you guys saw this picture somewhere, saw this printed out somewhere or whatever, would you be able to tell that this was AI? Technically speaking, this is a good piece of art, but what's the story behind this? I typed in a sentence of what I wanted, and that's the tea. This is what we came up with. Now it's time to get it printed. I'm trying to get my painting printed, and I walk up to the guy and I ask if he can print this. I know that my paper is like kind of on the thicker side, and he goes to like give it a try. He like lifts up my painting. Tell me why I freaking forgot that this is on the back. So both prints are done. Here they are. What do we think? And we're ready to go out and interview people and ask what they think about AI art. And I'm not nervous at all, in case you were wondering. I've never been nervous a day in my life. Hi, do you want to view my YouTube video?
Oh my God.
Can you
Sorry,
answer
no,
questions?
I have
How much
to
money do you
go.
have? Do you like AI? What size pants do you wear?
Sorry, I just got in a car accident.
You're walking on both legs. No, you didn't. How much insurance pay you?
I thought this was about art.
Okay, do you have a preference to either of these images?
Maybe this one. I feel like this one is a lot more edited. I mean, it's still nice, but this one looks more like realistic.
I'd probably go with like this one. Just looks like more calming,
Yeah.
relaxing type of picture, I guess.
What if I told you one of these images was made by AI? Would that change your vote?
No. Yeah, I'd still pick this one.
Well, you picked the right one. You are correct.
Maybe a bit, because I mean, it's like created by a robot or poster person.
Yeah, this one's the AI one, so you didn't pick it.
Yeah, you can tell like it's really heavily edited.
I like this one.
I like that one too. It's really cool. I like the stars.
What if I told you one of these images was made with AI? Would that change your opinion at all?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah. You know, AI just like it creates it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's like human made, then it's like they worked on their skill, they
Yeah.
practiced it, and it's like it's cool.
AI is kind of just like, you know, full of dookie. Like it's not really like no creativity. Just a prompt. It's
Yeah.
not cool.
That one. I like the colors better.
What if I told you one of these images was made with AI? Would that change your vote?
Probably. Now that I hear that it's AI, I don't love it.
Do you think like AI art is like good or negative? Like, do you have any like personal opinions about it?
I mean, I didn't really have like a set opinion, but I would prefer man-made art opposed to like robot art.
Do you think AI art could be like damaging to like artists?
I think it can, because then it takes away like their work.
AI art's actually cool. I mean, like I said, it's missing one thing: the human touch. There's an emotion that the robot can't capture that a human can build, regardless how perfect it is.
I think it's cool. Makes people who aren't super talented an opportunity to also be kind of creative.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I use AI for like, I'm not the most creative person, but I have the ideas, but
Yeah.
AI is a way to like bring your ideas to reality, I guess.
Do you think it's damaging to small artists? Do you think it's helpful? Do you think it matters?
Definitely for artists, I'd say it's probably like taking like jobs and stuff like that, at least to like artists who like go into the field of like wanting to do graphic design and stuff like that.
You could like put a prompt in it, it generates it for you.
Yeah.
But artists, they can create it however you want. But with AI, there's always like that thing. You can always kind of tell that it's AI.
Right.
But with artists, everything there is unique.
Do you think AI art is damaging to small artists?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's misleading.
Yeah, it kind of ruins the integrity of art. It's just like the fact that AI builds it so quickly. There's no fucking passion to it.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see like a filter too.
Yeah.
Filter, you know, it's like
Yeah.
The vibe, the AI vibe.
The AI vibe.
Yeah. I learned a lot throughout this process. I learned that a painting that should take me 6 hours will in fact take over 12 if I yap too much. I also learned that a lot of you who watch my stream do think that art is important and needs a human touch. In this world of technology, I think we are subconsciously being told that if you want to learn a skill, it should be easy or it should come naturally. But I think the fight that comes with learning a new skill makes us human. In the wise words of Alyssa Liu, quote, "I love struggling actually. It makes me feel alive." When I finished my painting, I was left with more than just a piece of home decor. Over the course of those 12 hours, I got to open up about my life. I was able to share funny moments from when I was an art vendor. We also had serious talks about what art means to each of you who are watching the stream. And of course, we talked about the most random things. But most importantly, throughout this entire process, we made memories. And that is something that even the most advanced AI can't generate. If you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm live over on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 4 p.m. PST. So make sure you come by and let me know what you think of this video. It was a little different than the content I normally put out, but I'd love to see you there. Bye!